Welcome to the Big Four Accounting Firms podcast, brought to you by bigfouraccountingfirms.com. If you enjoy our show, don't forget to help us out by subscribing to this podcast, sharing it with a friend, and providing us with a review on iTunes. Check out the show notes below for the link. Thanks, and enjoy the show.
In today's podcast, we'll be continuing our Big Four compensation series. More specifically, we are going to be going over the salaries at Deloitte and what you can expect if you choose to work with Deloitte. We'll be changing it up from our previous podcast by covering Deloitte's salaries by the largest cities in the United States. Now, to listen to the previous podcast in the Big Four compensation series, make sure to check out the show notes to this podcast. The cities we'll be covering are New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Houston, and Phoenix. When we're reviewing these salaries, we will also be focusing on the manager and senior associate roles at the Big Four, and we'll be focusing on those roles within each city, as those are the titles with the most employees in them and therefore have the most reliable data. We'll also be going over the salaries of each practice at Deloitte, and those practices are audit, tax, and consulting. First up, let's go over New York City. In New York City, a Deloitte audit manager can expect to earn $113,000 on average, while an audit senior associate can expect to earn $73,000 per year on average. A tax manager can expect to earn $130,000 per year, while an advisory manager can expect to earn $152,000 per year. And a tax senior associate can expect to earn $87,000 per year, while an advisory senior associate can expect to earn $119,000 per year. So if you listen back to our PwC salary podcast, you'll notice that PwC audit seniors make way more than Deloitte audit seniors. And this is likely due to the fact that PwC is much more focused on audit than Deloitte is. The average salary for an audit senior associate at PwC was around $100,000 per year in New York, while Deloitte only pays their audit seniors $73,000 per year at Deloitte in New York. Alternatively, Deloitte's consulting managers and senior associates make way more than PwC's consulting personnel. But this is because Deloitte's primary focus is on its consulting practice. Next, let's go over Los Angeles. In Deloitte in Los Angeles, an audit manager can expect to earn $109,000 on average per year, while a tax manager can expect to earn $110,000 per year, and a consulting manager can expect to earn $134,000 per year. An audit senior associate, on average, can expect to earn $67,000 per year, and a tax senior associate can expect to earn $79,000 per year. And lastly, an advisory senior associate in Los Angeles working for Deloitte can expect to earn $107,000 per year on average. As you can see, the Los Angeles employees earn less than most Deloitte employees in New York. Again, the audit personnel in Los Angeles are the poorest paid employees at Deloitte, while the consulting practice is the most well paid. I wanted to take a small break to let you know that our Big Four accounting firms interview course has been released. And this is a great course. It has over an hour of information in there with professionally designed slides. And this gives you everything you need to know to get the job that you want within the Big Four. It tells you about the people that you'll be interviewing with, why they joined the Big Four, what their job entails. It goes over interview questions that you're likely to face, along with research that's already been completed for you. In addition, you also get 100 interview questions in a PDF format, and you also get a free resume template. So I encourage you to check that out. The link will be in the show notes, and also go to our website, bigfouraccountingfirms.com, and there will be links to this course on there as well. And with that, I'll let you get back to the show. Let's move on to Deloitte Chicago. In Deloitte Chicago, an audit manager can expect to make $92,000 per year on average, while a tax manager can expect to earn $108,000 per year on average. And lastly, a consulting manager can expect to earn $144,000 per year, while an audit senior associate in Chicago Deloitte can expect to earn $68,000 per year on average, and a tax senior associate can expect to earn $79,000 per year, and a consulting senior associate can expect to earn $123,000 per year on average. Now, looking at these Chicago salaries at Deloitte, they are lower than both New York and LA when it comes to audit and tax, but the advisory/consulting practice for Deloitte in Chicago seems to be almost as well paying as New York. Next up, let's go over Deloitte Houston. In Deloitte Houston, an audit manager can expect to earn $93,000 per year on average, tax manager $109,000, consulting manager $150,000, audit senior associate $70,000 per year, tax senior associate, $72,000 per year on average. And lastly, a consulting senior associate in Deloitte Houston can expect to earn $113,000 per year on average. Houston plays out pretty much the same as LA and Chicago, except that it appears that managers in Houston earn a little more money than LA and Chicago managers. Okay, lastly, let's go over Phoenix Deloitte. In the Deloitte Phoenix office, an audit manager can expect to earn, on average, $91,000 per year, tax manager $105,000 per year, a consulting manager $133,000 per year, an audit senior associate $60,000 per year, a tax senior associate $82,000 per year, and a consulting senior associate $118,000 per year. Now, Phoenix also looks similar to LA, Chicago, and Houston, except that their audit seniors earn significantly less and their consulting managers don't make as much as other cities. So what does all this mean? What this all means is that New York is the best paying big city if you're going to work at Deloitte. And another thing that we learned is that consultants at Deloitte are valued very highly, with tax coming in second and audit coming in last. And this follows how Deloitte earns their revenue. Most of Deloitte's revenue is earned from their consulting practice. Over $20 billion of their $38.8 billion in revenue comes from consulting, and only $9 billion comes from audit. If you want to earn the most money at Deloitte, then work at New York in their consulting practice. Make sure to subscribe to this podcast to get all of our Big Four compensation series and all of our other Big Four analysis.
We appreciate your help in growing this podcast so we can continue to bring you the best Big Four content possible. You could help us out by providing a review on iTunes, sending us an email with your comments, and don't forget to share with your friends. There's a link below in the show notes. That's our show for today. Thanks for listening and have a great day.